Trees are absolutely marvelous plants. They can provide many services, especially in our urban environments, which can get really hot, have issues with water runoff and pollution. Well, trees can provide shade, which can reduce the temperatures. They can also reduce the stormwater runoff and reduce the pollutants. Additionally, they can make us feel better by having nice green plant material in cities, improves our psychological well-being. So, we need to try and put more plants and trees in cities. The issue is that cities don't have lots of room for trees. So we need to figure out the best way to plant them in urban spaces so that the tree can survive and thrive, and additionally isn't breaking our infrastructure. So we could do an experiment in a field, like this one, where we plant a bunch of trees and then blow out the dirt and see where the roots grow. And then we can determine one of the best ways to grow these trees in cities. Typically what cities do is they put a thing called a root barrier. A root barrier is a big plastic thing that's maybe 3 feet by 3 feet or 4 feet by 4 feet that's in the ground. And when it's in the ground, what happens is it's just like an underground pot, and roots might go above or below. So we see these roots going above, and then some of them we see them going below. Now, this means it would damage our sidewalks and infrastructure, which is a huge issue, and we don't want that. We also don't want the trees being squeezed into these little containers. There are some different technologies though, like one is called silver cell. It is essentially where we have an egg crate that sits under the soil below the concrete or sidewalk, and it's supposed to allow roots to grow into it. Now it's installed correctly. You'll see that this kind of egg crate thing will have roots going through it, which is great, but sometimes it doesn't work out too well. And there's another technique called root path, which is where we install a kind of mesh and try and get the roots to grow in a specific direction under the concrete. So this material here has some felt and like egg crate kind of plasticky stuff that the roots are supposed to grow into. And we would see that here, a lot of these roots kind of went along the root path, which is what we want. We want the roots to grow safe and away from our sidewalks and concrete and have places to go. So this is part of a research project, the University of Hawaii, Manoa, in Dr. Andy Kaufman's lab, where we're looking at the effects of different planting techniques on street tree root growth and above ground growth. So you can see that we have all these different trees. These are called ko. It's a Hawaiian tree. And then we have a rainbow showers in the back, which have these nice flowers. So that's what we're doing here. And we're looking at the ways that the roots grow and how we can better plant them to reduce infrastructure damage.